And good morning, grade 1 students. Today is Monday, the 15th of June in the year 2020, and we are going to have language arts. My background picture for today is the leeward side of the island from La Soufrière. So here I was standing at La Soufrière, and you can see Chateaubelair, Pitot, and here is Richmond. So I hope you enjoyed the background picture for today. Now let's get into our language arts lesson. The thing you'll need for today's lesson is your language tree text. So just one item for today. So gather that and let's go. Phonics review, we're going to review the long E sound in the form of EA. So here I provided you with 3 sentences for you to give them a try to practice making the long E sound in the form of EA. And I also highlighted ones that we have in EE. Phonics for today, we're going to be looking at the long E sound in the form of Y. I was like, what makes Y makes an E sound? Yes, it does make an E sound like this. E. Nice. So now let's see words that have in Y that make this long E sound. So this is our first word. Now let's sound it out together. So before I sound out the word, I would just like to point out here that we have double M, and they would make one sound. So that's why I put this right here, and I put them in the green to highlight that you're going to make one sound for these 2 letters together. Okay? So now let's sound the word out. So first, mum. And then the Y says E. So then this is mummy. The word is mummy. So this is someone's mummy. Nice. That was our first word, mummy. Next word. E. So let's go again. E. Are you hearing the word? The word is sunny. So you see the sunshine here? It's a sunny day. The word is sunny. Next word. First sound, G. G. Second sound, R. So we have gr, gr, ah, gra. Next sound, gran. And the final sound, E, granny. The word is granny. So here we have a grandma. So a granny is your mom's mom or your dad's mom. So that would be your granny. Our next word, first sound, S, S. Second sound, T, T. Together, st. Next, OR says O. So let's put them together. Store. And then we have E, story. The word is story. So here I have some storybooks. And our final word for today, B, B, A, ba, D, bod. And this says E. The word is body. So do you know the parts of your body? Right, and your body is actually a structure. I'm just bringing a little bit of science here. Your body is a structure. It is designed in a special way for a special job. And that will be the end of our phonics for today. Now we're going to move on to our phonics passage. And what do you think we're going to read about today? Look at this lovely picture. It is a sunny day. Our passage for today is going to be entitled Sunny Day. What do you think we're going to be reading about? Good guess. Now let's continue. So this is our passage. So you would pause the video here and you would give this passage a try. I'm going to point out a few words to you that you may not be familiar with. The first word is month. Month. So pause, say it, spell it, and say it again. The next word is outside. Outside. This word is until. Until. This word is saw, soar, and the final word is galore. Galore. So galore. You see that? The rhyme. So you're gonna pause a bit and give this word a try. If you do not know the meaning of a word, try to use the context clues of what was mentioned in the passage, right? And figure out the meaning of the word. And if you still can't get it, remember you can always look it up online and use a dictionary to find the meaning of the word. So I really hope you enjoyed this passage for today. Let's continue reading. For reading, we're going to be looking at storytelling. Before reading, I would like for you to think about these questions and discuss them. Have you ever been lost? So you couldn't find your way, you were in town, maybe you didn't know where mommy is. So have you ever been lost? What happened? How did you feel? And if you've never been lost, look at this picture right here and think about how this boy feels. Why is he sad? Why is he crying? What is happening? What do you think happened? Okay, so think about all of this and discuss it before reading. And now before we get into the other segments of during reading, I would just like for you to review what is an inference. So an inference is an educated guess, what I know and what I learned from reading, and I use that to make an inference. And the story elements or the parts of a story, you will need to know all of this for today's lesson, for today's passage. You will need to be reminded of these. So the parts of the story are the characters, the people or animals in the story, the setting, when or where the story takes place, the problem, the conflict or main problem that the characters have, and the solution, how the problem is solved. So be reminded of inference and be reminded of story elements or parts of the story for the passage today. Now you can turn to page 78 in your textbook and you're going to answer the question about each picture. So you're going to have to make some inferences because this entire passage is just pictures. So you have to look at the pictures and use what you know about what you see there and what the question is asking you to figure out what is happening. And the parts of the story would be mentioned there. So you're going to talk about the setting, where the story is taking place, and who are the characters in the story, as well as what is the problem, what might be the problem. Don't go over to page 79 and stick to page 78 for today. And after reading, you're going to put the pieces together and tell the story. So after you have discussed everything, you've trashed out the setting, the characters, and you've answered the question, you're going to come up with the story and you're going to tell it to anyone who wants to listen to you. Hey, tell the story, okay? And that will be the end of reading. So now let's go to grammar before we get into our grammar lesson. What are verbs? You remember what a verb is? Verbs are doing words, or you can say verbs are action words. So in the background you can see some verbs like clap, clean, cut, cry, eat, float, juggle, hop, right? So all of those are action words. They're doing words. Now let's look at this picture. What are the children doing in this picture? The children are playing. The verb there will be play. The children are playing. So for today's lesson, we'll be looking at verbs plus ing. So they're going to have a special ending. The regular verbs plus ing. So we add ing to verbs to say what someone is doing now. For example, I am speaking. So I added ing to the verb speak. And we use am, is, or are as a helping word. So when we have the verbs that have ing on them, when we're talking about what someone is doing now, we have to have am, is, or are before the verb. So I am speaking. Am came before speaking. I was speaking about myself, so I say I am. You are listening. So you see that? So I use the word are before the verb listening that has the ing on it. Don't worry, we're going to get some practice about it, so don't get too flustered as yet. So back to our first picture that we looked at. The children are playing in the park. I made a complete sentence. So the children are, because it's more than one of them, this is plural. We know this is a special noun. The children are playing in the park. See that? Okay, let's continue. So here I have a picture of a young man in the pool. What is he doing? Nice. He is swimming. So our verb here is swimming, and we see swimming has ing on it. So what sentence can we come up with? Good try. So the sentence that I have is the boy is swimming in the pool. I use is because we are speaking about one boy, and so we're going to say the boy is swimming in the pool. So we use is and our verb that has ing. That is what he is doing now. The next one. What is happening in this picture? Okay, somebody said mopping. Yes, the person is mopping. Another person said cleaning. You're both correct. I put both words on screen for you. So mopping and cleaning. Now I'm gonna say I for this sentence. What would I use with I? Am or is? Nice. Remember I said that I always goes with am. They are married together. They can't separate. So I am mopping the floor. I am mopping the floor. The next one, I could say I am cleaning the house. I started with mopping the floor, but I am cleaning the house. Next picture. What is happening in this picture? What is the family doing? They are dancing. So we have a verb with ing. That is what they're doing right now. And are we going to use is or are? Right, we're going to use are. They are, because more than one of them, so are goes with a plural, more than one. They are dancing in the living room. Next sentence. So we have somebody doing, what is that? They are clapping. The person is clapping. So for this one, I said it was a lady. So if it's a lady, we're speaking about one person, then we're going to use is or am. We're going to use is. The lady is clapping at the show. Is clapping. And grammar practice. I can't believe we're finished with that already. So what are you doing right now? What are you doing right now? So you're going to say for me, I am, and you put in your verb there that would have your ing. So you say what you're doing. What are you doing right now? Nice. The next one, what is your parent doing right now? So you're going to say my mommy or my daddy, or maybe your auntie is there as well. Whatever, whoever you want to say is there with you. My blank is, because we're speaking about one person, so we're going to say there is. We're going to say is. My blank is, and see what they're doing, the verb with ing. What is your pet doing right now? If you have a pet, so my cat is, my dog is. Nice. Great job, grade 1 students. And now I'd like for you to turn to page 81 in your textbook and say what is happening in the pictures. So you're going to choose the is or am to make up a complete sentence, and you're going to identify the verb that's happening there, and you're going to say it with ing. No writing. I would just like for you to do this aloud. So you're going to look at the picture. You say, if you see the baby crying, you say, oh, the verb is crying, and you say the baby is crying. Okay, so you're only going to say it. You're not going to write anything for today's lesson. Nice. And that is the end of our lesson for today, Monday, the 15th of June in the year 2020. Farewell and good wishes. So long, farewell to you, my friends. Goodbye for now until we meet again. Goodbye, grade 1 students.